What is going on, everybody? My name is Sceptiles, bringing you your Week 6 team builder and battle for the TPL. I apologize for last week. We did take an L to Hive and his San Jose Sharpedos. That game was that was a really good game. We kind of lost our. We had SD Iron Plate Scissor last week as well, as you see from this team builder. So. But anyway, we lost that kind of to a really. We had the +6 on a Miltank, lost it to a Sash and Terra Pikachu, which was really cool tech. And we ended up just not being able to deal with Jirachi in the late game. So we dropped a 4-1 on the season. First L. I'm really apologize. That was a great game. I wish I would have uploaded it. I just kind of got busy. I kind of busy last week. And anyway, got busy last week and missed kind of like got to that point. Got too late in the week. And like okay. Try to get back on track this week. So real quickly, really big shout out to Aaron2420 for recording my match. You'll see it's Citra. It is a Citra match this week, so it looks really nice. I wanted to kind of up the quality on that as well. Also, we made some FAs. We dropped like Mega Audino, Lycan Dusk, a couple other things. Man, I'm just such a bad memory recently. Let me pull that up really quickly. Roster changes. We dropped Gothitelle, Mega Audino, Lycanroc Dusk, and Superior for Breloom, Aromatisse, Mega Aerodactyl, and Venomoth. I wanted more pressure on steel types, and Breloom was kind of the grass type. It was like one of the only grass types in the tier that could, in tier 2, that could really help me pressure steels. My favorite, I wanted Aromatisse to just like. As a fairy type that can actually do a little more than Mega Audino. It's also just a fairy type, a pure fairy type. It's something that Mega Audino wasn't, and I really like just pure fairy stab. Wish protects similar things to Mega Audino, and just get it better. It also allows me to up my spot into a higher tier Mega, which I replaced with Mega Aerodactyl, just as a flying resist, as like a good flying resist with recovery. I loved Lycanroc Dusk as a rock type, and Lycanroc and Mega Aerodactyl just does that better and has recovery and can come in more consistently. And then we just added Moth over in our last spot. It's Moth. It's a ground and poison type. It's a bug type. Allows us to pressure grasses as well. So really quickly, this is a really quick team builder this week. First bring is look over my matchup. I'm so out of the place right now. Haven't recorded in a while, probably shows. Our matchup is against Dominator 4610 and his San Antonio Sceptiles, with his roster of Mega Lopunny, Tornadus, Therian, Suicune, Galvantula, Zygarde 10, Zoroark, Granbull, Ferrothorn, Porygon 2, Gengar, and Magmortar. So, really quick analysis on my end. Breloom's dual stab is amazing in this matchup. Grass plus fighting has like only a couple resists on this team, and like I can weaken Tornadus. I have a great switch into Tornadus and Mega Aerodactyl. I just get really good positioning with Breloom plus Scizor in this game. Scizor at +2 eats his faster stuff at minus Suicune, so the game plan is to weaken Suicune to be the point of no return. Just beat it 1v1. Just beat it down throughout the game, and then try and win with Scizor in the end game. Gengar is a massive threat to this team. You'll see we have a couple ways around it. It's just such a problem. It can our ghost resists on this team are a little lackluster. It is a Alolan Persian, and so like Specs Gengar kind of just click buttons on this team. So yeah, that's a problem. Porygon 2 is obviously just a big wall. Tornadus Therian such a pain in the butt to check, and Mega Lopunny is Mega Lopunny. It's just another big threatening mon. So, as I said, SD Scizor is coming to this game, or SD U-turn. U-turn just helps me pivot out on Suicune, so I can pop off just U-turns early in the game, and then when I get a chance to when I'm ready to sweep and try and set up, I can pop off an SD and start trying to take out what's left of this team. Really simple set. The speed lets us catch Porygon 2. Is that Porygon 2? It's been a while since I built this team, but I think it's I believe it's it's 0 Suicune. So we outspeed 0 Suicune plus a little investment. So really simple set. SD or max attack, just hit as hard as possible in the rain. EVs are dumped in HP just for general bulk. And so Next Pokemon on this team is Breloom. We are Sub Punch. Super, super fun. The EVs help us check Zygarde, Outrage. We are 3 KO'd by Bandit Outrage after... We 3 KO'd? There's a calc with these defensive EVs. I did not remember it. It's been a while. The EVs are very similar to what we have for Scizor, but except it's for a more invested Suicune. Sub Punch is just fantastic. We do about 50% to Tornadus, so coming in on rocks, it is 2 KO'd, which is amazing. Spore's amazing against Porygon. He gets us subs on this team. Ferrothorn have to have Gyro, which it probably will just to check Hero in Black if it comes. But I definitely see like a Grand Bull. I definitely would see more of a Grand Bull to come to check Hero in Black. It's kind of not a bad bring either. Regardless, Sub Punch Breloom, they're to punch holes in this fat core, in this fatter core, like health and Toxic Core plus Poison helps me with Suicune 1v1, especially if it's Rest Suicune. I kind of abuse it with Breloom. Next Pokemon on the team is Mega Aerodactyl. We are 3 attacks: Roost, Rock Slide, Pursuit, Aerial Ace, and Roost. Rock Slide gives me all the KOs I need, plus Rock Slide and Aerial Ace kills Zygarde every time, especially after Stealth Rock damage, which we have on our next Mon. Under free Mega, so if I feel like a berry is there, I can definitely throw up a Rock Slide and like a Chardy Tornadus or something like that. Like Aerial Ace is there to like check Mega Lopunny. This is the offensive Mega Lopunny check on the roster. Aerial Ace will get me the KO with some chip, which we have many ways of getting, especially since we don't have Mach on Breloom. The speed lets us catch Lopunny, and max attack. Pursuit lets us catch Gengar. So here's the thing with Gengar. It gets a kill, but it gets no more than 1 in this matchup. I love Gengar, but easy pursuit plays. He almost has to save Gengar. He's just such a good breaker against my team. So Pursuit Arrow helps me catch Gengar. Helps me catch a low health Tornadus. Because everything on this team is low. I can Pursuit and it'll get the KOs. So Arrow is amazing in this game. Next one on the team is Alolan Marowak, your Lightning Rod. Helps me coming on things like Grand Bulls or not Galvantula. This helps me deal with Galvantula. Knockout. So it's also a great breaker around Ferrothorn and Porygon. Ghost plus Fire Stab is awesome. Plus knockoff helps me knock off its Violite. Rocks, which is good. Rocks are just nice to have against this team, especially with Tornadus running around. I want chip on Suicune, I want chip on Galvantula, I want chip on Magmortar. Like, big things I want chip on. Max attack, Amethyst Club. Pretty simple spread on this. Our next Pokemon is going to be our Rocky Helmet, Aromatisse. Aromaveil is the ability. Calm Mind, Wish, Protect, Moonblast. If there's no Ferrothorn on this team just falls over to Fairy Stab. It's unbelievable. Calm Mind helps me deal with at least getting the Calm Mind Wars Suicune where I can try and crit to my way to victory. In the absence of Ferrothorn and Gengar, which I have ways of dealing with on this team, especially, I can definitely start Calm Minding up and just start having my way with his team. Force him to things like P2, like Toxic on P2. Yeah. So final bond on the team. An offensive check to Scarf Gengar. We have Scarf Alolan Persian, Party Shot, Knockoff, Switcheroo, Foul Play. Switcheroo is great for his walls. Knockoff, he doesn't have very good switch-ins too. I think on this team he likes to be knocked off. Party Shot for momentum and Foul Play helps me potentially catch like DD Zygarde if it's like adamant. So that is going to be our team builder, and I will be right there with the match here in just a second. Here we are with our match. Again, Citra recording looks so nice. So if we look at our opponent's team, he brought the Porygon 2, the Zygarde 10%, the Suicune, the Gengar, the Galvantula, and the Tornadus Therian. So there is no Ferrothorn, which means automatically it just opens up Aerodactyl just a huge amount. And it kind of makes Alolan Marowak a little less useful in this game. It definitely does it a lot against Galvantula, and I'm going to lead off with it just so I can potentially deal with Galvantula on the lead matchup, like to get up my rocks. Like, he could have webs. I don't really mind webs in this team. A lot of my stuff is either not fast enough or like I do have a good Scarf for it's like it would help out like against like Scarf Gengar, but like if it's specs, I still have speed. Like, so anyway, I'm going to lead off with my Alolan Marowak here. This is kind of a longer game. Breloom definitely keeps this game kind of long. So here we go. And I'm just going to lead off with my Alolan Marowak, and he's going to lead off with his P2. So we are challenged by Pokemon trainer Josiah. Hoping for a good match here. So we're going to lead off with our Alolan Marowak. Just trying to put a ton of pressure on this team early. And he's going to lead off with his Porygon 2. So right away, I'm just going to go into my, I'm going to go right into my Breloom. I know he doesn't have much to do. If he wants to foul play turn 1, I eat that pretty handily. So I get to look a lot smarter than I actually am. He's going to go straight into his Suicune. So right away, I get my Toxic Orb up, which is awesome for dealing with this beast in front of me. That's awesome. So I'm just going to go for sub here. I'm going to try and scout and see what this Suicune wants to do. And he's going to go for a Reflect. So that tells me it's probably not Calm. It doesn't have like something. It doesn't have Calm Mind, doesn't have Rest, doesn't have Ice Beam. Like, there's something missing there. So I'm just going to go for a Spore here. Pretty much just like the free Spore there. Doesn't have a Grass type, doesn't have much of a switch in. He could be Goggles, Tornadus, but he doesn't show it there. So I'm just going to, and right here, this is a Focus Punch. I'm not letting him like get in anything else. So he's going to switch out Suicune here. I'm going to just throw off a Focus Punch. He wants to switch in his Tornadus. Great, whatever. Just throw off a Focus Punch here. Let him do whatever he wants. And it's going to do a pretty decent chunk to Tornadus. This is behind a Reflect. It's going to do like 25%. That's good damage. So I know that like if I start to get my rocks up and I kill out Reflect turns, like I will be able to start dealing with this Tornadus super effectively. I have a great switch in anyway. So goes for the Hurricane here. He does hit the Hurricane, unfortunately. And I'm just going to throw off another Focus Punch here. He does show he's Life Orb, so he's not Z Tornadus. I don't have to worry about switching to like Sky Strike or Z Focus Blast or something like that. So I'm going to switch out here. I'm going to go to my Mega Aerodactyl, and he's going to make a very, very nice play. He's going to U-turn here, I believe. Yep, he's going to U-turn here. He's going to get big momentum with my Aero. So I'm not going to get my Mega off, which is kind of unfortunate, but he's going to be kind of low. If he Hurricanes there, I'd probably kill with Pursuit. But he's just going to go right to his Zygarde 10. This is kind of screaming to me, Choice Scarf. I don't actually ever know if I ever figure it out. But Reflect turns die. I did take Ice Wing off his last second, so I'm not going to be able to stay in on it. But I do get my Romatisse here. Romatisse is just a good switch into it. He's going to go for a Bandit 1,000 Arrows, Scarf 1,000 Arrows. I'm pretty sure this is like close to a max roll, but that's a good chunk. If I was leftovers, it would have been nice. But I'm just going to throw off a Wish here, as he's going to go right into Porygon 2. He's going to go right into Porygon 2. I'm going to throw off a Wish. I'm going to go right into my Breloom, I believe, here. Take the Wish. I mean, he's going to double out. Not sure what he's trying to bait there. He's gonna double into his Tornadus. I'm just trying to bait my Breloom in, which is fine. But I make it kind of a mid-ground play. I go into my Alolan Marowak here, just to like not be there. And I'm gonna switch right out. I don't want to take the potential knockoff from Tornadus. I'm gonna go into my Mega Aerodactyl, trying to catch a knockoff, but he's just gonna go for a Hurricane. So right here, I do get my Mega off. I'm going to get my Mega. He's going to do a good chunk, but I'm going to Mega up, and I'm just going to get a free Roost here. I want my Arrow as healthy as I possibly can. That way I can count on Tornadus just consistently. He's going to go into his Suicune here, so I'm going to get my Mega off. I'm going to get my Roost off, so I can come in and check Tornadus just extremely effectively. Pursuit's just good against this team. So Dak is going to Mega up here. Mega up, get the Roost. I love Mega Aerodactyl. It's just a cool design. Just a quick side back. So I'm going to withdraw here. I'm going to go right into my Breloom. So my dedicated answer to Suicune. He's a sleeping Suicune. If he wants to go for Ice Beam, great play. Also he has to wake up. So right here, I'm just going to go for sub. I don't let anything happen to me at this current moment. Sub's just a safe play. If he wakes up and goes for Ice Beam, whatever, I just get to throw off a Spore the next turn. So sub up here, I get to go through another Focus Punch on this Tornadus. So big boy damage time here. Hits the other which this does without Reflect, and I dodge the Hurricane, which is awesome for me. So I get 2 hits on this Tornadus, and that is a easy 2-hit KO. So Breloom already showing that it's ready to go. It's rearing on this team. It is just a big boy threat. I'm going to go for another focus punch here. He's going to U-turn. He's going to get in his... He's going to U-turn here. He's telegraph focus punch. He's going to get in his Gengar pretty extremely successfully. Because Gengar's going to take nothing. Here comes the Gengar. Very easy Gengar, very easy life. So I'm going to switch out here. I'm going to switch into my Alolan Persian. It's my Ghost Resist on the team. If he wants to go for a Sludge Wave, I don't take it if it's Specs, but I do get the KO with Pursuit on the back end. So I'm going to eat it. I don't know what this is. I think it might be Z. He is the Gengar on this team. So I'm just going to throw off a knockoff here. Knock off anything that wants to come in. There is no Lopunny. He has no Dark Resist on the team. Knocking off is just nice. So we just throw off a knockoff. Knock off these Suicune's leftovers, which is awesome for me. I'm going to switch this out. I want to use this as a sack for Gengar so I can get in my arrow and just Pursuit. And I get I get 3 Sleep Turns on this weekend. So that's going to give me a free sub. He's going to wake up here probably, and he's going to go for Ice Beam. So at this point he showed me Reflex called Ice Beam. I don't know what the last move is. I feel like it might be Light Screen, but I really have no idea what this Suicune is. So that's just great for me. So I'm going to just throw off another Spore. So he's going to use this thing just to Sleep Water once again. So I'm going to get another sub off on this team. Again, I'm trying to get this Gengar out of the way. I know he has the opportunity to do what he wants with Gengar here. So, but regardless, I'm just going to throw off another sub. I want to try and get damage off on this Tornadus if I can. Ooh. So this whole segment, this game takes probably so long just because Breloom is doing so much work on this team. Just putting in so much chip all over the place right now. But he is kind of playing around with just a few Pokemon, like Tornadus and Gengar. Like, Tornadus, Gengar, and Suicune are just kind of playing around my entire team. So, he's going to do his Gengar here. He's going to easily eat this Focus Punch. So I'm just going to go right out into my... after this, I'm just going to right straight out into my Alolan Persian, sack that off. That way I can get in my Mega Aerodactyl and just try and take this out with a Pursuit. I know he can't kill me if he's choiced, so... I couldn't tell for that much. I think it might have been Scarf. I end up thinking it's Z. Can never really tell. So I'm going to send in my arrow here. I'm just going to go for an easy Pursuit. He's going to, and I am going to nail this Gengar on the switch with Pursuit. Just take it out. So I am going to limit Gengar just to the 1 kill. Just absolutely amazing. That opens up Breloom so much. Then he goes right out to the Zygarde 10 here. And right here, I'm just going to go right into my Breloom. I don't think he goes for Outrage after I showed the Aromatisse the first time. So, Breloom comes in extremely handily. 1000 Arrows is going to do absolutely nothing to this Breloom. This is a big boy threat. We do not mess with Breloom around here. So, Poison Heal is going to go up here, and we are going to just sub up one more, just once again. Because he's going to go into Tornadus Therian, and we get another Focus Punch off on this team. Actually, I end up doubling here, actually. I'm getting into my Aromatisse here, just trying to need another 1000 Arrows, trying to get this thing back healthy. I'm going to go for a Wish here. And he taunts me, but my Robale is going to obviously block that. So this is the freest Wish of my life right now. In this play, I'm going to go for a Calm Mind. Because right now, I know I eat Life Orb Hurricane 100% of the time unless it crits. So that's kind of unfortunate if it does. But I'm going to eat that on 4 health, get the Calm Mind off. Luckily, there is no confusion there. And right now, like, I'm kind of in a good spot. I have a +1 Aromatisse trying to 1v1 this Tornadus. Hurricane's obviously going to miss a certain amount of times. So I'm just going to try and throw off another Wish here, and he's going to Hurricane. He's going to hit 2 consecutive Hurricanes. It's kind of impressive, honestly. And I'm going to kick the confusion, and I'm going to hit myself right here. So instead of being able to sit in front of this Tornadus and 1v1 it with Moon, get up a couple Calm Minds, start clicking Moonblast on this. Moonblast with this team without a good Moonblast switch in. I'm going to instead lose to this Tornadus on the confusion. So that's going to be super unfortunate for me. I'm just going to go for the Protect here and maybe trying to bait him into hitting Hurricane. But really, I don't have much of a play for this. So he's going to U-turn here. into his Zygarde 10%, and at this point I kind of lose. I don't have an outrage switch in, really. So I assume this is Choice Scarf Zygarde. I don't ever actually get a confirmation on it. I can never really tell. I only asked for his Porygon 2 set. You'll figure out why later. So I'm going to my Alolan Marowak here. Alolan Marowak eats one hit, and Shadow Bone's a pretty free click against this team without, even though Porygon comes in, but I get to knock off Porygon anyway. Excuse me. So Suicune comes in. He's gonna take a Shadow Bone, and right here I'm going to get up my Stealth Rocks. I want my rocks up so I can pressure the Tornadus, pressure the just pressure this team with Stealth Rocks. Honestly, it's very nice. So I'm going to eat this Scald up from Suicune. It's a fairly invested Suicune from that damage. Rocks go up, just good damage on Tornadus. Easy 2 KOs for Breloom now. He's going to step in one other Reflect. I'm going to start off Shadow Bones here. I don't want anything coming in on an AWAC that shouldn't. So another Shadow Bone's going to go off here. And I'm going to let this thing go down. I don't have much of another choice. I'm not much of a good Skull switching outside of Breloom, but I'm just going to bring this in after my Breloom after. Throw off another Spore. Start trying to chip down this team more for Scizor. And I'm going to throw off another Spore on this week. He's going to let it go to sleep again. Get another sub off. This is a good spot for my Breloom to be in right now. And Breloom has a lot of good spots in this game. So I'm going to get another substitute off. And he's going to go into Tornadus. Tornadus can take rocks down at 50%. Very much just like this simple sub-punch Breloom, putting in such a great amount of work on this team. So I'm going to get another sub off. I'm going to just throw off a pretty big Focus Punch. He's going to U-turn here into something to take the hit, which end up being him sacking off his Suicune. So that's going to be awesome for me. Getting rid of Suicune opens up a big door for my SD Mega Scizor in the back. My SD Iron Plate Scizor in the back. So Suicune goes down to the Focus Punch here. Absolutely just a great play. Actually, just a great situation for me to be in. So I'm going to crit there. Does not matter. Miss Breloom. This is a big boy Breloom. And the Reflect's going to wear off. And he gets sent back in his Tornadus here. He gets the regen, but it's going to take rocks. And plus, the next attack he's going for is going to get another Life Orb hit. So I'm going to take out my Breloom here. Can still do something to that Porygon. Go into my pretty easy switch into this, into my Get Aerodactyl. Great solid flying resist. Eat that Hurricane up. He's going to get the Confusion. So that's going to be super interesting. So and right here, I'm just going to go for the Pursuit here. I don't want him switching out trying to save this. And I'm going to crit him. I think either way, I put him in range of the next Life Orb hit as well. So Tornado's is going to go down here. He loses his best switch in. And right here, I'm going to try and get in my Breloom here on a Thunderbolt. Ends up being an Ice Beam, unfortunately. So I'm going to lose my Breloom to this Porygon 2. And right here, so that is I was trying to get this in on Thunderbolt. I felt like if he had it, he would have gone for it there, but he does for the Ice Beam, which that's really, really unfortunate for me. So my only hope of this game is he's not a Porygon 2 set that can beat Scizor. That's what I'm hoping for. So my only play right now is to go into my Scizor and start trying to get boosts. So I'm going to SD up here. He's going to show that he's going to show the Thunder Wave. So, and here's where the fun begins in this game. Here's where more fun begins in this game. So I'm going to throw I need to get to +6 to do anything with this Porygon. So I'm going to throw up 2 more SDs here. And here's the interesting part of this game. So I'm going to throw up 1 more SD after this Tri-Attack. SD pops. Alright. And I'm going to pause it right here. So my Scizor is now at +6. I don't know the Calcom Porygon 2. I want to make sure I kill it. And I want to make sure I can potentially live another hit from being parried. If I get parried through his last 2 months. With Rocks up, I easily owe 2K. I easily Oko, Zygarde 10, and Galvantula. Because his Iron Plate Scizor does not mess around. So I'm going to try and roost here. Because I want to be healthy enough to potentially take a Scarf 1,000 Arrows and or hit from Galvantula. And right here, I'm going to get paralyzed. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm going to try and roost up one more time here. And I'm going to try and roost up one more time on this Porygon 2. It's just try attack here. So I'm going to get paralyzed again. So potentially a final turn for Scizor here. I start doing the damage. I run my set through the calc on his Porygon, on a 0 investment Porygon. And I'm looking at the rolls that he gave me. And before I started recording this, I looked at the rolls. So 30, 32, 36, 27 were his rolls. So, and I look at the calc, and I had to get one of the 6 highest rolls to take me out here. So I'm going to run that risk. I want that roost off. And right here, I'm going to try and take that last roost. And Tri Attack is going to take out my Mega Scizor. He's unfortunately going to get the roll. So I'm going to end up losing this game. I'm going to go to my Arrow, to my last Mon here. So I am just going to throw off a Rock Slide here. And he's going to dodge it, unfortunately, again. So that is going to be GG to Dominator. We kind of got hacked a little bit in that end game. I definitely should have gone for Bullet Punch. I was at 32 health, but it is what it is. Super great game. I really do still like the ads on this team. So super unfortunate end game, but like we got there anyway. So I think the game just gets me, man. Sorry. So great game, Dominator. Happened a couple days ago. So that is gonna be it from me. I will see you guys hopefully on Sunday with our next matchup here. We dropped to 4-2 in the season, so week 7 is coming. Hopefully on Sunday, I'm going to try and get that as best I can. If not, hopefully Monday. So, from me and me, I thank you guys for watching. Peace.